In this video, we're going to look at rural road design. The function of the surface drainage system is to move the water off the road to safe disposal to local drains or streams. The road has a camber, so the surface water flows to the sides of the roads. A rural road does not have curbs and channels. Instead, it has a feather edge extending down to the table drain. The table drain, its invert level, is below the level of the subgrade. It's not shown here, but it should be below the level of the subbase and the base course. So that the water ponding in the table drain does not move sideways into the subgrade or pavement. As we discussed previously, excess water in the subgrade, subbase or base course layer can weaken the layer and result in road defects developing. The table drain slopes down to lower areas of the road where it discharges into local drains or streams. Above the road is a cut-off drain. Cut-off drains intercept water falling on the surrounding area before it reaches the road's drainage system. So if you have an elevated area above the road, then it's best to put a cut-off drain there so that the water from that area that falls on that area, the rain that falls on that area, doesn't contribute to the drainage system you have to put in for the road. This is a detail of a table drain. Table drains are located next to the road. The table drain transports the water to safe disposal in a local stream or drain. The table drain also maintains the water level at the side of the road below the level of the subgrade. This prevents water moving sideways into the subgrade or subbase. Cut-off drains are used to intercept runoff from areas adjacent to the road and above it. If this water is allowed to run into the road drainage system, then the road drainage system needs to be larger than otherwise required. Putting a cut-off drain in also allows clean water to be diverted away from potentially dirty water produced by the road, which means it doesn't need treatment, whereas the road runoff may well require treatment, so that means your treatment system doesn't have to be as big. They are normally put at the top of hills or cuts. The cut-off drain transports the water down to safe disposal, usually a local drain or stream. Subsurface flows can also cause problems with rural roads. This can mainly occur if the water table is allowed to rise above the level of the subbase or the subgrade. When this happens, the subgrade or subbase is weakened if it is allowed to be saturated. So a little bit of water is not a problem, but if the clay or the subbase becomes saturated, that means there's not, the voids are totally filled with water, then that allows the layer to weaken and therefore ultimately fail. To prevent this from happening, we put in subsurface drains. The subsurface drain consists of a trench filled with drainage material and an overflow pipe. An overflow pipes are those corrugated black pipes that have little holes in them along the way. The holes allow subsurface water to drain into the pipe. The pipe conveys the water to a safe discharge to local streams or drains. The effect of these drains is to lower the water table under the road, as shown in the diagram. Subsurface flows from the areas above the road can also flow into the road area. The subsoil drains intercept this flow before it gets to the road, which once again prevents the subbase or subgrade getting saturated or weakened.